Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. And that is a 14 by 14 inch canvas. And that is a dollar store dustpan, which I am thinking might be neat to play with, and I hope that I'm right. I'm just going to put some colors that I like in here, and I hope I put them in a configuration that I continue to like for a little while. Either that, or I just don't worry about it a bit. I'm going to put those someplace more flat, and I'm probably going to use them to dip a balloon into. I should leave them up there while I'm doing this so you can see. I'll say that now, but I didn't include you for a minute. Let's just go for the gold. Yes, it's still coming out. Let's put some white and some black in there. And I'm being called to blue. There it is. Excellent. What else? Anything else? I think my folk art multi-surface acrylic neon purple. And I'm just going to put this to the side right now. And what I want to do is grab an oxo omelet turning spatula and some white paint and just spread the white paint in all directions as best I can. I'm going to put some of that green in there too. Looks like I tilted all my paint away, but I think it'll come back again when we go to, I need to spin my turntable. That's in my way. Okay, so it's much easier spinning your turntable. Turntables, by the way, I put a bunch of them at a bunch of different prices and quality levels and sizes on the Amazon link below. Show more underneath the video on list 1 for fluid acrylic pouring supplies. The link is in blue. It says Amazon, and if you need it and you can't get it because you can't, I don't know. If you have a reason you can't get it, just ask me, and I'll try and give you the link anytime I can. I don't know that they're always included, but it seems like more often than not they are. So this is kind of neat, as in I can actually almost imagine that I don't have super overabundance of paint, which means I can add paint, which is always a good thing because I wind up adding paint. And then at a certain point in time, I have too much paint. And I'm always bragging about using GAC 800 to keep my paint from cracking when I have too much paint. But I'd like once to not have too much paint. So that's going in the bucket. Now I'm going to do something I've wanted to do for a while. I'm going to grab 2 colors. I think I want the black because it's white. And I'm going to give myself... Whoa, it's really runny because it's been outside and hot so long. Ooh, all over me. Okay. And that's what I wanted to do. And now I'm just going to keep doing it. And then I'm going to come back and see if I can get most of that paint to come to the edge. And do, I'm nervous. I get too much stuff in the way. Go on, stuff. Out of the way. Okay, that was a bottle of paint. So I want some red in there, I've just decided, since I see that. And I want some real red, not just magenta red, which is a nice purpley red, but it just doesn't have the same... Here, I'll show you. I want that red. And I'm going to keep using dips. Dip in a balloon. Balloon kisses. And I kind of wonder if I might want to do something else with that. I'm going to let that go over the edge. I might have to wipe my balloon off in a minute. I was kind of hoping for more dark colors, but they look so much like feathers. It's really neat. I like it. I'm going to let that go forward as far as I can without dumping it out. And then just keep on looking to see if I like what I have. Use my finger to let that go over. And then I can put some black in there if I want. Oh, you know what? I wonder. I had some other paint around here. I do have some other paint around here. Wow. I almost forgot. Yeah, I got a lot of paint under here. Let's see what happens. Oh, let's just do it. That's kind of neat. I want to do other stuff though. I've got beautiful paint in my dish, and not nearly a large enough canvas. And I want some of that turquoise. And I kind of like dipping the balloon in as opposed to pouring the paint on. What is that? That is a bug. Goodbye, bug. I am going to wipe this off right now, because I can. The name of my book on the Amazon link underneath, show more under the video. And I've got turquoise now. And if you roll the balloon, you will get some neat stuff, like in roll. Although that looked a little muddier than I was expecting. I'd like to be able to use the torch on this. I'd like to do all kinds of stuff with this, honestly. I should really check and make sure that my camera is recording, but I guess at this point it's too late. So I'm going to put some colors in here I like, because I can. And not worry about it. I'm just going to follow my instincts and see what happens. And if it's not good, then I will do something different. Like put chain in there, which I'm really inclined to go ahead and give myself permission to do anyway. The question for me is it large chain or is it small chain? And I think I'm just going to drag that toward whatever edge I need to cover. I don't even know if this is going to look good, but I'm willing to try. And I've got edges to cover. I kind of feel like it's sacrilegious to dip into the dips, dip into the kisses, the balloon kisses, which are balloon rolls. But we know it's not. I like the idea of a few different textures. I've got basting brushes too. This is a real experiment. I think there needs to be some black in here. I think I need to dip that chain right in that paint and let it go down over the edge. And do it again. It's just I can't necessarily get it to go down over every edge. So this is really different, and I kind of like that orange over there. I also like to put two colors together at a time. And in this case, it's going to be that turquoise. I don't want to destroy too much of my feather rolls. I call them feather rolls because they look like feathers to me, but right at the moment, I'm just going to loop. And use whatever residual chain I have on, residual paint I have my chain. Yeah, I'm talking backwards again. That's a pretty stiff chain. I need one with a little more flexibility. I like that orange. I'm not sure where it came from, but it makes me want more. Especially because this red here is drawing my eye. And I like that orange. So this is just a really simple, playful piece. And we haven't bothered to torch yet, but I will torch to release the bubbles in the paint, and that will also potentially help us make some patterns. You can go either direction with the chain. I might be covering my edges for a while. I think I'm going to give myself a little permission here. That's not very much paint. It's not really what I had in mind. I need a clean piece of chain, that's all there is to it. And that one's too long, and this one's just right, like the three bears. Yeah, I think I've lost it, officially. Just gonna let that go down over the edge right now, and cover the canvas, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm not sure about all of it yet. And I'm loving that orange. I gotta say, there's gonna be more orange. That was my fingernail. That went right in there. I am minding what's here already. I'm not trying to take everything away. So it's a combination of chain pulls and balloon kisses. And the balloon kisses could have come afterwards. I'm going to have to check my edges because I'm probably in need of some paint. But if I torch now, I might get some interesting stuff. I'm kind of feeling the need for something darker. And I could certainly go back. You know what I like? I like to put the white and the purple together. I like to put two colors together at the same time. Yes, I do. And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to cross them right over each other. That's kind of neat. I wasn't sure I wanted to do a flower there. I haven't put any flowers in this one. I'm liking what I've got a lot. I am just going to drag some paint right out of that container because it's there, and I'm afraid if I don't use it, it'll get wasted anyway. So if I do this, can I get away with it? That's the question. I kind of want some white. I want to wipe off my chain is what I want. Alright. I'm so tempted to go with flowers at this point. I'm going to have to do another canvas just so I can... Yeah, that's okay. That's a little better than how I was feeling about that. So that's got some cohesive, it's got some rhythm to it. I don't know if cohesive is the right word or not. I kind of want some Prussian blue in there, but I kind of also don't mind what's going on. So I'm thinking I might be calling this one good just because there's some nice patterns in there. Either that or I could dump this other cup of paint in there and just go nuts. That could happen. You know it could happen. Anyway, so maybe one more piece of chain. If I can find a short one, it's not all schmutzed up, because I see this over here, and I don't know. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy. So the only thing I'm being called to right at this point is to give myself a little bit more of that turquoise, and maybe a little bit more of that pink. Excuse me, that's orange. And then I destroyed my little spiral. And then I threw my chain down. And it occurs to me I got a pan full of paint and some edges that need covering, and maybe that's all I'm really supposed to do. Because the rest of this is pretty neat. So let's torch and say, this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio, inviting you to join her and look at playlists on my channel of 100 lists and genres. And please give me a thumbs up if you would like to help me out. You can also purchase art supplies from my Amazon link below. Show more. Look for my book called Because I Can. Join a Facebook group. Well, that's not a big deal. Join a Facebook group if you're a student called Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group, or Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Fans and Collectors. For fans and collectors, do I want any spirals in there? Maybe I don't. Sometimes I do. What I really want is some more of this purple, because I'm in love with this purple, and it just doesn't seem to stop being something I'm enamored of. But I'm not sure I want much of it because I don't want it to be dominant. But I think a little bit here and there isn't going to hurt anything. I'm just going to put it on my skewer. So when it goes in, it's just little tiny bits. And then when you're gone, I'm going to cover my edges with the paint I've got and call it good. I love you guys. There's over 80,000 of you. If you're looking under the video, you're going to find not just the Amazon link, you're going to find the paint pouring recipe, and you're also going to find Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter links. Instagram being my favorite because I like to post my new work there. I left all of my useful spatulas in the bucket. That is not cool because I want some paint out of this dustpan. So I think maybe before you're completely gone, I had a torch to release the bubbles in the paint, and I'm not unhappy with this at all as an experiment. Chain pulled balloon roll experiment. Got two different kinds of textures, and I didn't go too far, and I left a little negative space, and I'm pretty happy with that. I'm sure there's things I'm forgetting to tell you. Every once in a while I just get a brain cramp and I get too involved in my work and I can't remember anything. And this is one of those times. This looks kind of different than most things, so I like that about it too, and I'll be covering my edges now. So I love you guys. Thank you for all the great comments. You keep my morale up during weird and interesting times, and thank you for all the contributions that have kept me painting all this time. And if you're interested in contributing still and helping me continue painting, that would be great, and you will automatically be entered in whichever month's drawing you can find the announced prizes for on the video, the exhibition video on the end screen of this video in the last 20 seconds, where you can also find a link to my website. Which reminds me, I do sell my artwork. I do give classes in Spring Hill, Florida, and if you're interested in doing any shopping, you can check out Facebook page, Expressionist Art Studio, Gallery, Totes, and more, where you will be led along to my Fine Art America and Pixels.com. I could put a lot of dots in there and be pretty happy, but I think I'm just going to cut my losses right now and be happy with what I've got. She said as she added yet one more spiral. Alright you guys, check out the community board on my channel header because you'll find tomorrow's video there most times. There might be an exception to that rule, but if you're looking for it, chances are good you'll find it. So I said I love you guys, and I do, and I'll see you soon. Maybe tomorrow. I post every day. So far so good anyway. And have a good one. Bye for now. Priscilla out.